If you're 65, 80 and can still do this, you're a rare gem and destined to live to 100. Senior Health Easy Humanly English, Humanly Good English. A profound journey into the nuances of aging gracefully and thriving beyond conventional expectations. This exploration delves into the remarkable abilities that distinguish individuals aged 65 to 80 who are not merely aging well but are in fact truly exceptional. Longevity, it reveals, is far from a mere roll of the genetic dice or a stroke of luck. It is intricately woven into the fabric of daily actions, often so routine that their immense significance goes unnoticed. Many tend to resign themselves to the belief that aging inevitably brings a steep and unyielding decline in physical and mental faculties. However, this perspective paints an incomplete picture. The compelling truth is that a select group of individuals defy these prevailing assumptions, maintaining remarkable strength, flexibility, and an acute mental sharpness that far surpasses what society typically anticipates. These are the vibrant individuals who navigate their world with effortless movement, remain deeply engaged with life, and retain a spectrum of abilities that many of their peers find increasingly challenging. It is these very people who are not only poised to live longer lives, but crucially to experience lives of enriched quality and sustained independence. This comprehensive guide will illuminate 8 pivotal indicators that, if you can still master them, unmistakably set you apart and position you firmly on a trajectory toward a longer, more vibrant, and healthier existence. Some of these insights may genuinely surprise you, challenging ingrained notions about what it means to age, yet each one serves as an extraordinarily powerful and predictive marker of true longevity. We encourage you to delve deep into each point, especially the final revelation, as it touches upon an aspect of well-being that receives surprisingly little attention, despite its monumental impact on both the duration and the quality of your life. The ability to get up from a chair without using your hands stands as one of the clearest and most compelling signals of sustained longevity. It isn't measured by the speed of your stride or the weight you can lift, but by a deceptively simple action that speaks volumes about your overall physical health, inherent balance, and fundamental muscle strength. More profoundly, this particular ability serves as one of the most reliable predictors of how successfully you will maintain your independence and autonomy as the years progress. While the natural process of aging does bring with it a gradual loss of muscle mass, known as sarcopenia, the extent and rapidity of this decline are profoundly influenced by how actively and intentionally we continue to use our bodies. The simple act of rising from a seated position, relying solely on the power of your legs, is a robust testament to strong lower body muscles, impeccable balance, and unwavering core stability. Conversely, if you find yourself needing to push off with your hands, brace yourself against an armrest, or lean forward with considerable effort to achieve an upright posture. These are clear indications that your leg strength may be experiencing a noticeable decline. Reflect for a moment on the last time you transitioned from sitting to standing. Was it an effortless, fluid motion, or did you perceive a subtle need for an additional push or a moment of bracing? Many individuals remain largely unaware of this gradual erosion of strength until a seemingly minor task, such as rising from a low-slung chair, transforms into a noticeable struggle. Consider the illustrative journey of Harold, a spry 77-year-old who had always maintained an active lifestyle. One ordinary day, he became acutely aware that standing up from his beloved recliner was no longer the seamless act it once was. He found himself instinctively pushing off with his hands. Initially, he dismissed this as merely an unavoidable consequence of aging. However, a candid conversation with his physician illuminated a critical truth. Lower body strength is one of the paramount factors in preventing falls, which are a leading cause of severe injury and disability among older adults. This realization spurred Harold to action. He embraced a regimen of simple, targeted exercises designed to specifically rebuild and restore his leg strength. Within a few months, the transformation was remarkable. He was standing with effortless grace once more, and, perhaps even more importantly, he felt a profound resurgence of strength and unshakable confidence in every movement he made. The paramount importance of this ability lies in the direct and unequivocal link between lower body strength, overall mobility, and essential balance. Weak legs invariably translate to a significantly elevated risk of falls, and these incidents are, tragically, one of the primary catalysts for injury-related complications that can severely compromise an older adult's independence and quality of life. If you can still rise from a chair without the aid of your hands, it is a powerful affirmation that your legs retain ample strength to robustly support you. Your balance remains acutely tuned, and your coordination is still remarkably sharp. All undeniable hallmarks of a long and robust life. And if you have indeed observed a growing reliance on your hands for support, there is absolutely no cause for alarm. The remarkable truth is that strength can be diligently rebuilt at any age. Simple yet effective exercises such as controlled squats, seated leg lifts performed with precision, and standing heel raises can collectively work wonders in restoring the crucial muscle strength necessary to maintain this vital ability. The true catalyst for success, however, is unwavering consistency. Even minor, dedicated efforts performed each day accumulate into truly significant and transformative results over time. Therefore, the next time you prepare to stand from a chair, consciously observe the manner in which you execute this action. If you can do so with effortless grace, it is a resounding indication that you are in far better physical condition than you might have previously realized. A seemingly small action that nevertheless speaks volumes about your potential for long-term health and vitality. The capacity to walk at a brisk pace without feeling out of breath stands as another incredibly powerful predictor of longevity, going beyond mere distance to emphasize speed and efficiency. For those between 65 and 80 who can still maintain a strong, purposeful walking pace without becoming winded, you inhabit a truly rare and enviable category. Walking speed is not merely an incidental characteristic. It is directly and profoundly correlated with lifespan, with numerous studies consistently demonstrating that individuals who sustain a robust walking pace throughout their later years tend to live lives that are both longer and substantially healthier. This isn't simply about being in shape. It's a comprehensive reflection of your cardiovascular health, the optimal function of your lungs, your muscle endurance, and an overarching sense of vitality. Moving at a steady, confident stride signals that your heart possesses the strength and efficiency to pump blood effectively throughout your body, that your lungs are adept at supplying ample oxygen to your tissues, and that your muscles possess the sustained endurance required to propel you forward without undue strain. Take a moment to consider your typical walking habits. When you embark on a stroll, do you move with a clear sense of purpose and energy, or do you find your pace gradually slackening more than it once did? Do you frequently feel the need to pause and catch your breath after covering what feels like a relatively short distance? A progressively slower walking pace can be one of the earliest and most subtle indicators of declining health, often manifesting so gradually that individuals remain entirely unaware of its onset. William, a 74-year-old gentleman, exemplifies this. He had always been an inherently active man, but he began to notice that his customary walks were extending beyond their usual duration. Initially, he attributed this to a newfound caution, but soon, another symptom emerged. His breathing felt noticeably heavier when he ascended a mere flight of stairs. This pivotal observation prompted him to consciously focus on his walking speed. He began timing himself over short, defined distances, meticulously ensuring that he could sustain a consistent pace without succumbing to breathlessness. Over a period of time, through diligent practice, he not only significantly enhanced his endurance but also fully regained his former confidence, experiencing a profound sense of feeling years younger. Walking transcends the simple act of traversing from one location to another. It serves as a dynamic mirror reflecting your holistic health. A strong, consistent pace indicates that your cardiovascular system is operating with peak efficiency, that your muscles are actively engaged and well-maintained, and that your balance remains unimpaired. Beyond these significant physical benefits, regular brisk walking also plays a crucial role in supporting optimal brain function, actively contributing to the preservation of sharp memory and substantially reducing the risk of cognitive decline. If you are uncertain about your current standing, a straightforward self-test can provide clarity. Walk at a comfortable, normal pace for approximately 10 feet, then intentionally accelerate your speed as if you were urgently trying to reach an elevator door before it closes. If you can execute this comfortably, without experiencing any sensation of breathlessness, it is an exceptionally positive sign. However, if you find yourself feeling winded or unsteady, it may be a clear signal that it is an opportune time to focus on enhancing your cardiovascular endurance. The encouraging news is that improving your walking speed does not necessitate arduous or intense workouts. Engaging in regular walks, consciously adopting good posture, and making a consistent, deliberate effort to incrementally increase your pace with each outing can collectively yield a dramatic difference. Even seemingly minor improvements in walking speed have the potential to add invaluable years to your life, rich with vitality. Therefore, the next time you venture out for a walk, pay mindful attention to your pace. If you are still moving at a brisk, confident stride, it is an unmistakable and incredible sign that your body is functioning exceptionally well and that you are confidently advancing along the path toward a long, vibrantly healthy life. Your capacity to balance on one foot for at least 10 seconds reveals another critical facet of healthy aging. Balance is often an overlooked aspect of physical well-being, one that most individuals only begin to actively consider once they notice its gradual deterioration. Yet the profound truth is that your ability to maintain equilibrium, even for just a few fleeting seconds, serves as an incredibly powerful indicator of how effectively and gracefully your body is navigating the aging process. If you are between the ages of 65 and 80 and can still confidently stand on one foot for a minimum of 10 seconds without any discernible wobbling, it signifies that you are in truly excellent physical condition. Indeed, robust scientific studies consistently underscore a direct and compelling link between strong balance and sustained longevity, demonstrating that those who meticulously preserve this ability well into their later years tend to enjoy lives that are not only longer, but also significantly healthier. Good balance extends far beyond merely preventing falls. It is a holistic affirmation that your nervous system, your intricate muscular network, and your reflexive responses are all working in exquisite and seamless harmony. When you embark on the challenge of standing on a single foot, you are actively engaging multiple complex systems within your body. Your visual acuity, the sophisticated mechanisms of your inner ear, the vestibular system, and your proprioception, that remarkable innate ability of your body to accurately sense its position and movement in space without conscious thought. Should any of these fundamental systems begin to experience a decline, balance is frequently one of the very first abilities to noticeably suffer. Reflect upon a recent everyday action, such as putting on a sock while standing unsupported. Were you able to maintain a steadfast posture, or did you instinctively reach for a wall or piece of furniture for support? A subtle shift in balance can emerge almost imperceptibly, accumulating gradually over time, leading many individuals to remain unaware of their diminishing stability until an unexpected stumble or a near fall serves as an abrupt and unsettling wake-up call. Frank, a 76-year-old who had consistently led a fairly active life, experienced just such a moment. One morning, while simply getting dressed, he observed that balancing on one foot to pull up his pants felt considerably more challenging than he remembered. He initially dismissed it as a momentary lapse. However, when he deliberately attempted to stand on one foot with focused intent, he discovered he could barely sustain the position for a few seconds without teetering precariously. This moment served as a profound wake-up call. Frank proactively began incorporating dedicated balance exercises into his daily routine, and within a matter of weeks he observed a dramatic and transformative difference, not just in his enhanced physical stability, but also in his renewed confidence and assurance as he moved through his day. Balance is unequivocally one of the most reliable predictors of fall risk, and as is widely recognized, falls represent one of the foremost causes of debilitating injury and hospitalization among the older adult population. The more robust and reliable your balance, the significantly lower your likelihood of experiencing a life-altering fall. If you are curious about assessing your own balance, try this simple yet effective test. Position yourself near a sturdy counter or a robust piece of furniture that you can readily grasp if needed. Then, lift one foot completely off the ground and attempt to hold your balance for a full 10 seconds. If you can accomplish this with comfortable ease, it is a truly fantastic sign of excellent equilibrium. If, however, you find yourself struggling, there is no need for discouragement. Balance, like many physical abilities, can be significantly improved through a consistent regimen of simple, targeted exercises. These include standing heel raises, controlled side leg lifts, and mindfully shifting your weight from one foot to the other. The essential ingredient for success is consistent practice, dedicating a few moments each day to meticulously refine and sharpen your coordination. Maintaining good balance transcends merely staying steady on your feet. It is fundamentally about preserving your precious independence for many years to come. The stronger your balance, the more confidently and autonomously you can navigate through all aspects of life, free from the pervasive fear of falling or the debilitating loss of essential mobility. So, the next time you find yourself standing in a queue at the grocery store or simply brushing your teeth, seize the opportunity to practice balancing on one foot for a few seconds. If you can accomplish this with effortless grace, embrace it as a powerful affirmation that your body's intricate systems are functioning exceptionally well and that you are resolutely on course for a long, vibrantly healthy life. The ability to get down on the floor and back up without assistance stands as one of the most profound indicators of longevity, speaking less to isolated strength or endurance and more to holistic mobility. If you still possess the capacity to lower yourself to the floor and then return to a standing position completely unassisted, you hold a significant advantage over a vast number of individuals in your age cohort. This particular ability is a direct and unfiltered reflection of your comprehensive flexibility, your functional muscle strength, your finely tuned coordination, and your overall range of motion. All indispensable components that play an absolutely critical role in preserving your independence as you gracefully age. It is a common, yet detrimental trend for many older adults to begin actively avoiding the floor altogether, often driven by a deeply ingrained apprehension that they might not be able to successfully get back up. However, the critical point often overlooked is that the very moment we cease to engage in specific movements, our bodies, with an almost alarming efficiency, begin to relinquish the innate ability to perform them. Therefore, being able to smoothly lower yourself down and then robustly push yourself back up signifies that your legs, your core musculature, and your upper body are still working in a synchronized and efficient manner, a functional harmony that becomes increasingly rare and precious after the age of 65. Consider your immediate reaction the last time you accidentally dropped a small item on the floor. Did you hesitate for a moment before instinctively bending down to retrieve it? Did you feel a sense of comfort and ease in fully lowering yourself all the way to the ground? Or did the prospect feel like a considerable struggle? These seemingly insignificant daily moments often reveal far more about the true state of our mobility than we consciously realize. Joseph, a gentleman of 78, had never given much thought to the act of getting onto the floor until a specific day when his young grandson expressed a keen desire to play a board game, naturally requiring them to sit on the carpet. Joseph found himself hesitating, not because he lacked the desire to play, but because he was genuinely unsure if he could comfortably and independently return to a standing position afterwards. This pivotal moment served as a profound realization. He needed to actively invest in improving his overall mobility. He embarked on a disciplined regimen of practicing slow, deliberate, and controlled movements, focusing on squatting, kneeling, and intentionally pushing himself up, primarily using the strength of his legs, rather than reflexively reaching for nearby furniture for support. Over time, through consistent effort, he triumphantly regained the ability to get down and up with remarkable ease, and, more importantly, he experienced a complete resurgence of confidence in his every movement. The ability to rise from the floor without external assistance is, in fact, one of the most potent predictors of longevity. Extensive research has consistently demonstrated that individuals who exhibit significant struggle with this fundamental movement are considerably more prone to experiencing severe mobility limitations later in life. Why is this so? Because it serves as a stark signal of overall physical decline, encompassing weakened muscles, significantly reduced flexibility, and compromised balance. Conversely, those who meticulously maintain this critical ability tend to remain remarkably active, resolutely independent, and fundamentally resilient in the face of life's physical demands. If you wish to test your own capabilities, try this. Stand near a sturdy chair for a sense of security, then slowly and mindfully lower yourself to the floor, observing if you can then return to a standing position without needing to grasp onto anything for support. If you can achieve this, It is an absolutely fantastic indication that your muscles and joints are still functioning optimally. If you encounter difficulty, please do not be discouraged. Mobility is an attribute that can be significantly improved through a daily commitment to gentle stretching, targeted strength exercises, and diligently practicing controlled movements that intentionally mimic the act of getting up from a low position. Maintaining this vital ability extends far beyond mere convenience. It is fundamentally about preserving your self-sufficiency. Should you ever need to reach for something on a low shelf, tie your shoelaces, or, crucially, brace yourself after an unexpected stumble, possessing the inherent strength and coordination to recover effectively can make an immeasurable difference. Therefore, the next time you find yourself reflexively avoiding the floor, take a moment to honestly ask yourself, is it because you genuinely feel uncomfortable or uncertain about your ability to get back up? If you can still perform this movement with fluid ease, embrace it as a powerful and reassuring sign that your body is aging remarkably well and that you are unequivocally on the correct path toward a long, vibrantly healthy life. The capability to carry a full grocery bag without struggling speaks volumes about your functional strength, highlighting that true physical prowess extends far beyond the confines of a gym. It's about navigating the practicalities of everyday life with effortless ease. If you can still manage to lift and carry a fully laden grocery bag comfortably, without any sensation of strain or struggle, you are unequivocally in a far superior physical condition than a significant portion of your age group. This particular ability serves as a robust indicator of your fundamental muscle strength, your sustained endurance, and your overall functional fitness. All interconnected elements that collectively contribute to the prospect of a longer, more vibrantly healthy life. Many individuals, perhaps unwittingly, tend to underestimate the profound importance of both grip strength and upper body endurance until these capacities begin their gradual and often insidious decline. Tasks such as simply carrying groceries, deftly opening a tightly sealed jar, or even lifting a modest suitcase demand far more than just isolated arm strength. They necessitate the harmonious engagement of your shoulders, your back musculature, and your essential core stability. Moreover, compelling studies have consistently demonstrated that grip strength, in particular, stands out as one of the most remarkably accurate predictors of overall longevity. Individuals who possess demonstrably stronger grips tend to live lives that are not only longer, but also notably healthier, while those who find themselves struggling with basic lifting and carrying tasks are statistically more likely to experience tangible declines in their mobility and general health status. Reflect for a moment on your last grocery run. Did you effortlessly pick up the bags without a second thought? Or did you find yourself needing to pause, perhaps shifting the weight strategically to prevent undue strain? Do you ever find yourself subtly asking for assistance with carrying everyday objects that once felt entirely effortless? These seemingly minor alterations often manifest so gradually that their significance goes unnoticed until they become more pronounced. Richard, a proud 75-year-old, had always cherished his fierce independence. However, one day, following a routine grocery trip, he realized with a jolt that he was genuinely struggling to carry the bags up his front steps. It wasn't that the bags themselves were unusually heavy. Rather, his body had simply lost a measurable portion of the strength he once commanded. This realization spurred a decisive action. He committed to incorporating simple yet highly effective strength exercises into his daily routine, specifically targeting his arms, shoulders, and, crucially, his grip. Within a mere few months, the transformation was remarkable. Not only was he once again carrying his groceries with complete ease, but he also observed a significant improvement in his overall energy levels, and the myriad of everyday tasks felt notably less fatiguing. The encouraging news is that maintaining and even enhancing strength does not necessitate rigorous weightlifting or intense, high-impact workouts. Even seemingly small and consistent efforts, such as regularly squeezing a rubber ball to bolster grip strength, diligently lifting light hand weights, or performing modified push-ups against a sturdy kitchen counter, can yield substantial benefits. The key, as with many aspects of health, is unwavering consistency. Just a few dedicated minutes of strength-focused movement each day can make an immense difference in preserving vital muscle mass and effectively preventing unnecessary physical decline. Carrying groceries with confidence, effortlessly lifting household objects, and securely holding onto things isn't merely about convenience. It's fundamentally about preserving your cherished independence. When your muscles remain robust and strong, you are inherently less prone to experiencing debilitating fatigue, pervasive weakness, or preventable injuries. Most importantly, you retain the invaluable ability to continue handling your daily activities autonomously without hesitation or reliance on others. Therefore, the next time you lift a grocery bag, pay conscious attention to how it feels. If you can carry it with comfortable ease, embrace it as a powerful affirmation that your body is gracefully defying conventional aging and that you are confidently progressing along the path toward a long, vibrantly active life. The ability to climb a flight of stairs without stopping stands as a seemingly simple yet profoundly revealing test of your physical endurance, cardiovascular health, and essential lower body strength. If you can still ascend a flight of stairs without needing to pause, catch your breath, or experience significant exertion, you are performing demonstrably better than the vast majority of individuals in your age group. And this serves as a compelling indicator of your impressive longevity. Climbing stairs is a complex, multifaceted action that demands a harmonious synergy of precise balance, potent muscle power, and robust cardiovascular endurance. Your legs require sufficient strength and propulsive force to efficiently push you upward against gravity. Your heart and lungs must operate with synchronized efficiency to maintain an uninterrupted flow of oxygen to your working muscles. And your coordination needs to be acutely sharp to ensure stable footing and prevent missteps. Should any of these intricate systems begin to exhibit even a subtle decline, the act of navigating stairs becomes noticeably more arduous and taxing. Reflect for a moment on your last experience with a flight of stairs. Did you feel a sense of inherent strength and unwavering stability? Or did you find yourself instinctively pausing midway, feeling a little winded or breathless? Many individuals remain largely unaware that their endurance is gradually diminishing until they begin to actively avoid stairs altogether, frequently opting for the seemingly easier convenience of elevators or escalators. However, this pattern of avoidance, rather than alleviating the problem, paradoxically exacerbates it, leading to further muscle atrophy, diminished cardiovascular capacity, and a compounded reduction in stamina over time. Consider the transformative experience of George, a 73-year-old. He once traversed stairs without a second thought, but over the years he subtly began to make small adjustments to his routine, increasingly choosing the elevator, deliberately circumnavigating buildings known for their staircases, or simply adopting a slower, more deliberate pace. He didn't attribute much significance to these changes until one day he was confronted with a relatively short flight of stairs at a friend's house and found himself utterly breathless by the time he reached the summit. This moment served as a profound wake-up call. George made a conscious decision to actively embrace stairs whenever and wherever possible, commencing his efforts slowly and gradually, progressively building up his endurance. Within a matter of weeks, he observed a dramatic and palpable change. His legs felt stronger, his breathing became more regulated and efficient, and the once daunting prospect of stairs no longer felt like an insurmountable challenge. The ability to confidently climb stairs is, in essence, a direct and transparent reflection of your core heart health. Medical professionals frequently employ stair climbing as a rapid yet highly effective assessment of an individual's cardiovascular fitness. If you can ascend a flight of stairs without experiencing debilitating exhaustion, it is a clear testament that your heart and lungs are still operating with remarkable efficiency, which is an exceptionally strong predictor of long-term health and vitality. If you wish to test your own capabilities, locate a staircase with a minimum of 10 steps. Ascend at a steady, purposeful pace, and honestly evaluate how you feel upon reaching the top. If you can accomplish this without needing to stop and without feeling significantly winded, it is a truly fantastic sign. If you struggle, there is no need for discouragement. This is an area that can be significantly improved upon. Consistently choosing the stairs more often, incorporating brisk walking into your routine, and performing simple, targeted leg-strengthening exercises can effectively help to rebuild the endurance necessary to prevent stairs from feeling like an insurmountable obstacle. Maintaining the invaluable ability to climb stairs transcends mere physical strength. It is fundamentally about safeguarding your precious independence. If you can still accomplish this with unwavering confidence, it is a clear indication that your heart is robust, your muscles are actively engaged and well-maintained, and your energy levels are consistently high. all irrefutable signs that you are firmly on track for a long, vibrantly healthy life. The ability to remember recent conversations and events clearly underscores that while physical health is a foundational pillar of longevity, cognitive health is equally, if not more, crucial. If you can reliably recall recent conversations, effortlessly remember names, and maintain an acute mental sharpness in your daily interactions, you possess one of the most compelling predictors of a long and genuinely fulfilling life. Your memory and overall brain function are not simply reflections of your intelligence. They serve as dynamic indicators of the holistic health of your brain, the efficiency of its circulation, and the optimal functioning of your intricate nervous system. As we gracefully age, it is entirely natural to experience occasional minor lapses in memory, such as briefly misplacing your keys or momentarily struggling to retrieve a specific word. However, there exists a profound and crucial distinction between these benign, minor forgetfulness moments and a more noticeable progressive cognitive decline. If you are still effortlessly able to engage in deep, meaningful conversations, accurately recall the intricate details of recent events, and efficiently keep track of your daily tasks without significant difficulty, you are undeniably in a far superior cognitive state than many individuals in your age cohort. Take a moment to reflect on your typical day. Do you frequently find yourself struggling to remember what you consumed for breakfast? Or can you effortlessly retrieve the specific details from a conversation you engaged in just yesterday? Are you still capable of assimilating new information, adeptly solving complex problems, and maintaining sustained focus on challenging tasks? These seemingly small yet highly insightful signs provide a wealth of information about the current health and vitality of your brain. Consider the compelling case of Paul, a vibrant 79-year-old. He observed that while many of his peers were beginning to grapple with varying degrees of memory loss, he still felt remarkably mentally sharp. He could accurately recall the nuances of conversations weeks after they occurred, deftly solve intricate crossword puzzles with ease, and confidently keep pace with the rapid advancements in new technology. What Paul instinctively understood but perhaps didn't fully articulate was that his consistent daily habits, an unwavering commitment to reading, actively maintaining social engagement, and constantly challenging his brain with novel stimuli, were collectively instrumental in keeping his mind robust, resilient, and acutely strong. The human brain is remarkably akin to a muscle. It absolutely necessitates regular and diverse exercise to maintain its peak condition and optimal function. Individuals who dedicate themselves to daily reading, engage in strategic games such as chess or bridge, actively learn new skills or languages, or participate in intellectually stimulating conversations consistently tend to preserve their cognitive function for significantly longer periods than those who do not prioritize such mental engagement. Furthermore, maintaining an active and rich social life plays an immeasurable role in brain health. Social isolation and a pervasive lack of meaningful engagement can tragically accelerate cognitive decline, whereas frequent stimulating interactions with family, friends, or community groups serve as powerful antidotes, actively helping to keep the mind sharp, agile, and well-connected. If you wish to test your mental sharpness, try this simple exercise. Attempt to recall with precision what you ate for dinner 2 nights ago, or endeavor to memorize a short, unrelated list of words and then repeat them back accurately a few minutes later. If these tasks feel effortless, it is an excellent indication that your cognitive function remains remarkably strong. If, however, they feel challenging, there is no need for despair. There are abundant and effective strategies to keep your brain vibrant and sharp. Consistent reading, the continuous pursuit of new skills, active participation in diverse social activities, and even regular physical exercise such as walking can profoundly improve brain function and significantly slow the progression of cognitive decline. A sharp and reliable memory is not merely about convenience, it is fundamentally about maintaining an enriched quality of life. When your brain remains strong and functional, you retain the invaluable capacity to continue making autonomous decisions for yourself, to engage in deeply meaningful conversations that nourish your spirit, and to fully savor all the richness that life has to offer. If you can still effortlessly recall intricate details and remain intellectually engaged, you possess one of the most potent indicators of sustained longevity. The most overlooked yet profoundly powerful indicator of longevity is the intrinsic quality of your sleep. If you are between the ages of 65 and 80 and consistently wake up feeling genuinely rested, refreshed, and invigorated, ready to embrace the day ahead, you possess a major and distinct advantage over a substantial number of individuals in your age bracket. Good quality sleep is not merely a pleasant indulgence. It stands as one of the most robust and consistent predictors of long-term health, profoundly influencing virtually every aspect of your well-being, from the optimal function of your heart and brain to the resilience of your immune system and your sustained energy levels throughout the day. As we advance in years, our natural sleep patterns undergo inevitable changes. Consequently, many seniors frequently grapple with difficulties such as falling asleep, maintaining sleep throughout the night, or waking up prematurely and consequently feeling pervasive tiredness throughout their waking hours. If you are still consistently achieving high-quality rest, meaning you experience deep, restorative sleep, awaken feeling truly refreshed, and remain alert and focused throughout the day, it is a clear and compelling sign that your body's intricate systems are functioning optimally and diligently repairing themselves during the crucial nocturnal hours. Reflect for a moment on your typical morning awakening. Do you habitually feel energized and prepared to confidently tackle the day's demands? Or do you frequently experience a sense of grogginess, sluggishness, and an underlying feeling that you simply didn't obtain sufficient rest? Many individuals erroneously assume that poor sleep is an unavoidable and inherent part of the aging process, but this is a misconception. While certain changes in sleep architecture are indeed normal with age, consistently waking up feeling utterly exhausted can serve as a critical warning sign of underlying health issues, such as suboptimal circulation, imbalanced hormones, or even an undiagnosed sleep disorder like sleep apnea. Consider the experience of Roger, a 74-year-old. He once enjoyed uninterrupted, sound sleep throughout the night without any issues. However, as he aged, he began to awaken multiple times, feeling restless and frequently needing daytime naps to compensate. Initially, he dismissed these changes as merely an inevitable component of growing older. Yet after implementing a few simple yet remarkably effective adjustments to his lifestyle, such as meticulously adhering to a regular bedtime, significantly reducing his screen time before retiring for the night, and diligently cultivating a calming and relaxing nighttime routine, he discovered a profound transformation. He was sleeping demonstrably better, awakening with a renewed abundance of energy, and feeling remarkably sharper and more focused throughout his day. Sleep is not merely about feeling rested. It plays an absolutely monumental role in critical biological processes, including the repair and regeneration of cells, maintaining the acute sharpness of your brain, and bolstering the formidable strength of your immune system. Individuals who consistently achieve high-quality sleep tend to exhibit significantly lower risks of developing severe heart disease, experiencing debilitating strokes, and succumbing to cognitive decline. Furthermore, they consistently maintain healthier weight levels and experience more stable and sustained energy throughout their entire day. If you are uncertain whether your sleep quality meets optimal standards, ask yourself these crucial questions. Do you habitually wake up naturally without the reliance on an alarm? Do you typically fall asleep within 20 to 30 minutes of lying down? Do you consistently feel alert, focused, and mentally sharp in the morning? If your answer to these questions is a resounding yes, that is a truly fantastic sign. However, if you grapple with persistent sleep difficulties, it is imperative not to ignore them. Simple yet impactful lifestyle modifications such as judiciously reducing caffeine intake in the afternoon, maintaining a consistent bedtime even on weekends, and ensuring that your bedroom environment is optimally cool, dark, and quiet can collectively make an enormous difference in improving your sleep quality. A well-rested body is, by definition, a strong and resilient body. When you sleep profoundly and well, you awaken feeling fully prepared to move with vigor, to think with clarity, and to confidently embrace the day's challenges. And if you are an individual who still consistently achieves this high-quality sleep, it is an incredibly powerful indicator that your body is functioning at an exceptionally high level, and that you possess an outstanding chance of living a long, vibrantly healthy life. As we bring this extensive exploration to a close, take a thoughtful moment to genuinely reflect on how many of these 8 profound indicators resonate with your personal experience. If you found yourself nodding in agreement, recognizing these robust abilities within yourself, then you are performing demonstrably better and thriving more fully than you might have ever dared to realize. The consistent maintenance of strength, the unwavering stability of balance, the sustained vigor of endurance, the acute sharpness of cognitive function, and the restorative luxury of quality sleep, all persisting well into your 60s, 70s, and indeed far beyond, is not merely a casual sign of good health. Rather, it is an undeniable, powerful testament that you are resolutely on track for a life characterized not only by exceptional longevity, but also by an enduring and cherished independence. It is a prevailing societal assumption, deeply ingrained, that aging is synonymous with an inevitable and often steep decline in all faculties. However, as this comprehensive discussion has illuminated, this perspective is incomplete, failing to capture the full, vibrant spectrum of the human experience as we age. Your body and your mind possess an astonishing capacity for resilience, capable of remaining remarkably strong, agile, and intellectually acute well into your later years. And these 8 definitive signs stand as irrefutable proof of that extraordinary potential. If you can still confidently perform these fundamental actions, it signifies that your muscles are operating with impressive efficiency, your heart is pumping with unwavering strength and vitality, your brain is actively engaged in retaining its sharpness, and your energy levels are robustly supporting your daily activities with sustained vigor. In essence, you're not merely aging, you are unequivocally thriving, embodying a model of vibrant and purposeful living. It is imperative to remember, however, that even if your self-assessment revealed a few areas where there might be room for improvement, there is never a point of no return. It is genuinely never too late to initiate positive change and embark on a path of enhancement. Physical strength can be diligently rebuilt, endurance can be progressively improved upon, balance can be meticulously refined, and memory can be actively sharpened. The profound impact of small, consistent, and dedicated efforts cannot be overstated, for your remarkable body possesses an inherent capacity for adaptation and improvement at any age. The fundamental keys to sustained well-being and longevity lie in an unwavering commitment to remaining physically active, maintaining deep and meaningful social and intellectual engagement, and continuously challenging yourself with novel experiences and learning opportunities. So, how many of these transformative signs do you joyfully recognize within yourself? Which one resonated most profoundly with your personal journey or sparked a new realization? We eagerly anticipate hearing from you, and we sincerely invite you to share your insights in the comments section below, perhaps outlining one significant thing you learned today and concretely how you plan to thoughtfully integrate it into the rich tapestry of your daily life. Your valuable thoughts and experiences are profoundly important to us, so please do not hesitate to share them openly and honestly. Reading your insightful comments provides us with immense motivation and continuous encouragement to further our mission. If you genuinely enjoyed this extensive video and found its insights helpful and inspiring, we would be deeply grateful if you would show your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing this content with your network. Your unwavering support empowers us to continue creating high-quality, informative, and inspiring content for all. Thank you sincerely for watching, and we eagerly look forward to engaging with you in our next video.